IVM.
$100. That's all it takes to begin your journey with Bitcoin and Ethereum. No, really. With CoinSwitch, you can start investing in over 100 cryptocurrencies with just 100 rupees. On top of that, there are zero charges for deposits and withdrawals, so you can trade, buy, sell, however and whenever you want. All of this, plus their extremely intuitive interface, makes CoinSwitch the perfect app for beginners in the crypto space. But don't take my word for it. Just download CoinSwitch for free and try it out for yourself. If you'd like more information on cryptocurrencies, tune into a show about crypto with me, Rohan Joshi, my new adventure on IVM podcasts. CoinSwitch, kuch to badlega.
So we're in a new year. Happy New Year to all of you. I hope that you've had a blast in these past 2 weeks and you've enjoyed yourself and you've partied and celebrated in whatever way you like. But you know what? As we go forward, I want to make sure that we don't reach December 22 and I don't have to hear you say, thank God this year is ending. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go back and listen to that episode. It's on the IVM podcast app and website. Oh, and by the way, I'm Chetna, your favorite positive action coach, and this is Say No to Drama. So, I'm going to give you gentle reminders about what, when, why, and how. Yes, you heard that right. What do you want? Get clear about what do you want to experience in life. Maybe it's about this month, this week, this year, or then maybe it's about a specific desire. Be clear about it. Stop responding to what do you want with I don't know, anything will do. It's not a good habit and it doesn't allow you to think clearly. It doesn't allow you to make choices freely. Secondly, when will this happen for me? The answer to it is when you will move your butt and make things happen for you. Also, when you will accept that the reality may not be conducive at this time. If you are not willing to make peace with circumstances and work with it, then what you want may never happen for you. So instead of asking, when will this happen for me? Learn to accept whatever your reality is and realign your timelines if you need to, or then learn to look at what you need to be doing to make something happen for you. You know, opportunity will knock on your door, sure, but you have to get up and open the door, which means you have to actively participate in your life and not selectively participate. So that's the when. Why? That's that next question. And honestly, if there's one thing that I would ban from our lives, it would be the question why. Why me? Why not me? Why is this happening to me? Why does this not happen for me? Why this and why that? Why am I here? Why are you here? I mean, what is with it, guys? Here's the truth that I've learned as a life coach. The answer to why very often may be interesting, and in that moment it may feel insightful, but it is rarely helpful, rarely relevant. You may understand why something happened to you, and sometimes it may give you closure and sometimes it may not even give you that, but it will definitely not help you move forward because moving forward has nothing to do with looking back. Try this, okay? Stand on one end of a room and walk towards the other end of the room. But when you are walking, look behind and walk. Yes, look behind while you are walking straight. There's a good chance you're going to trip and fall or bang into something. So stop asking why in a way where you're trying to make sense of your life. Whatever is happening to you in your life, some part of it is because you have chosen to. Some part of it is because this is your life and this is just how it is panning out. Make peace and let's move on. So don't waste your time with why beyond a small amount of it. So I've got what, when, and why. Let me move on to the other one that holds us down. How? The point of how is to figure things out. The point is not to have the answers given to you on a platter. So if you know what and if you know when, you have to figure out the how. It's not supposed to be given to you. So when you look at your what and when and you say, but I don't know how, I'm like, duh, that's the whole point. Do your research, go meet people, talk to them, go to school if you need to, study, take an online course, whatever you need to do, but figure out how. Why is it that the question how makes us feel stuck? The point of it is to say, Okay, but how? I need to figure this out. So, get clear about what you want. Figure out your timelines according to what you need to do as well as your reality. Stop wasting your energy on why something is happening to you. Instead, focus on what you want happening to you and by when you can make it happen. Also, stop being blocked by the question how. The whole idea is to figure it out. So if you're going to say, but how, the only answer is figure it out. Well, these are 4 big reminders for you. But apart from this, I'm also going to throw a couple of others for you. Some of us are going through a big transition right now, or maybe a bunch of small ones. Life in that kind of a phase will always feel restless. Make peace with your restlessness. Stop trying to make something happen faster. Every process takes its own time. I mean, go into your kitchen and ask your mom how long it takes to cook lunch. She'll tell you that cooking a full meal takes an X amount of time. You cannot rush it. Rice requires X amount of time to cook, and it takes us as much time to make rotis. You cannot rush it. You can reduce the time by being a little more organized. That's about it. So, stop trying to rush the things that are happening in your life. Learn to be patient with yourself. And if you are in a transitional phase, then it is going to make you feel restless. Ground your energies. It's normal. Learn to have other things to focus on. Oh, and that brings me to the big one. And this was the big lesson of 2020, not of 2021. Have different things in your life moving at the same time. You cannot succeed at work and then decide to get up one day and focus on your love life. You cannot focus on your love life and then suddenly one day decide and say, oh, I need to also make money. You need to have your work, your relationship, your family life, your social life with friends, your hobbies, your dreams, everything moving in parallels. Do you know what that does for you? When a lockdown hits and certain things go into a pause mode, certain things cannot happen at all, you have other things happening in your life and you do not feel lost. So if you have made something the center of your life, my dearest, it's time for you to come and stand at the center of your life. So these are the quick reminders for 2022. Make a note of them. Stick it up on the inside of your cupboard. Put it up on the mirror. That mirror where you stand and groom yourself every day. Repeat these things to yourself because you don't have to live 2022 the same way as you lived 21, 20, 19, 18 or how many ever years that have gone by. As for me, I'm going to head out of here because I've got to put these down on my mirror as well. Just because I'm a life coach does not mean that I have great memory. All the previous episodes that can help you out are available on the IVM Podcast app and website. And you can connect with us on Twitter and Instagram. Our handle is IVM Podcast. Also, if you would like to talk to me and work through your dramas, book a consult call with me. DM me on Instagram. My handle is Positivity Angel.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On this year-end special Think Fast, Varun and Chetna give their predictions on what lies ahead for the world of business and startups in 2022. We have Manjima Chatterjee with us on Audio Gyan. She is a drama explorer and educator. Kedar and Manjima talk about the new education policy, Bengali plays, and a whole lot more. On a Cock and Bull episode of Cyrus Says, Antrish and I join Cyrus to discuss New Year resolutions, no restaurant food for cops, and COVID self-tests. On All Things Policy, the Takshashila folk discuss major events and trends in the tech policy space and their expectations for 2022. On Simplified, the gang looks back at how the last 12 months have passed for them personally. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. If you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, do tell a friend. The word of mouth absolutely is essential to us. Don't forget to rate us on any of the platforms that you've been listening to. And also, I'd like to ask everybody to check us out on YouTube. We have a number of channels going. You can find all of them on ivmpodcast.com/YouTube. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Cred, Bank of Baroda, CoinSwitch, Kuber, and Intel. Thank you so much for making this possible.
Eventually, you'll see the end of your childhood.
Get accustomed to womanhood.
Enjoy the experience of sisterhood.
Might get to wifehood.
Or not. Choose motherhood.
Or not. You'll learn to define your personhood.
Earn a livelihood.
Change the neighborhood.
And get rid of the falsehood that life post-academia is easy.
So join me, Ritasha.
And me, Ayushi.
On a journey from station starting point.
To station, what now?
Next station, Pudin Station, and hopefully, Agla Station, Adulthood.
Fresh episodes out every Thursday.